Imagine walking into a massive corporate headquarters. You've got a smartphone in your pocket, maybe a tablet in your bag, and there are these giant 4K displays lining the lobby walls.
Oh yeah, screens everywhere.
Right. And every single one of those screens demands a completely different video format. So how does the enterprise network feed them all, say, a live CEO town hall in real time without just instantly crashing?
I mean, that is the exact nightmare scenario that IT departments lose sleep over. You need a piece of hardware that acts as a real-time conversion engine.
Which brings us to today's mission for this custom deep dive. We are unpacking a highly specific piece of enterprise tech from a product page over at HDTV Supply. It is the Vitec, formerly Exterity AVSTR-T5320-US AvediaStream T5320 transcoder.
That's quite the name.
It really is. But the core promise here is a rack-mounted box that takes a single video feed and instantly restructures it to perfectly suit, well, any viewing device on the network.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's basically a universal translator, but for video.
That's a great way to think about it. Rather than just a simple pass-through, this transcoder is actively breaking down the video codecs. It's adjusting the byte rates and scaling the resolutions on the fly.
Wow.
And it can take heavy inputs all the way up to 4K while simultaneously outputting up to 40 concurrent channels.
Wait, 40 concurrent channels?
Exactly. In an enterprise environment, you have this massive variety of screens. This device ensures real-time delivery of that audio and video to everyone, extending the reach of internal IP video without everything grinding to a halt.
So it's dynamically repacking the video so the end device doesn't struggle with some incompatible file type. But that actually brings up a wild claim from the source material that I have to push back on.
What's the claim?
Here's where it gets really interesting. The source says it streams an unlimited number of HD TV channels to mobile devices without consuming your internet bandwidth, like unlimited HD video without destroying bandwidth. Is that actually magic?
It sounds like it, right? But what's fascinating here is the underlying tech. It really comes down to how internal IP video routing and multicast technology work.
Multicast technology.
Right. So instead of 100 employees each pulling their own individual video stream from an external server over the internet.
Which would just completely nuke the bandwidth.
Exactly. Instead of doing that, the transcoder sits inside the local network. It sends out a single multicast stream over the local enterprise IP network.
Ah, I see.
Then the network switches duplicate that stream only to the specific local devices that are requesting it. The heavy lifting stays completely off the external internet pipe.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It mitigates a massive enterprise risk by just keeping all that traffic local. But, I mean, that creates a totally new risk, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, if all that local traffic is relying on this single rack-mounted box, what happens if the hardware itself fails during some live company-wide broadcast?
Oh, yeah. Well, that is where the high availability cluster feature comes in.
High availability.
Right. In a mission-critical environment, you wouldn't just deploy one of these transcoders. You configure two of them together.
Okay, so you have a backup.
Exactly. They constantly monitor each other, which creates an automatic failover mechanism. If the primary unit loses power or drops off the network, the secondary unit instantly takes over.
Instantly.
Instantly. The live streams never drop.
So you're essentially building a bulletproof, invisible infrastructure. But, buying this kind of complex B2B gear is a totally different reality than buying consumer tech.
Oh, completely. It's night and day.
I was looking at the customer reviews on the HDTV Supply page, and there's this hilariously honest 5-star review from a buyer named John M.
Oh, the one from March of 2026. I saw that.
Yes, John gave them 5 stars, but his review literally just said, when I called, the staff was less than friendly but answered my question. He gave 5 stars for unfriendly service.
I mean, honestly, it perfectly captures the reality of enterprise tech purchasing. When you are responsible for integrating a 4K transcoder with a 40-channel output into some massive, complex RT environment, getting the precise technical answer is all that matters.
Yeah, you don't care if they ask how your day is going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A friendly greeting is nice, but knowing the exact multicast configuration or the failover mechanism is what keeps you from getting fired. You just need to know the hardware is going to work.
Because at the end of the day, the best enterprise technology is entirely frictionless for the user. Like, people just think their phones or those lobby displays are magically playing the video.
Right, they have no idea.
But that magic is really just a utilitarian, rack-mounted VTech transcoder sitting in some basement server room, invisibly doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, it takes the incredibly complex task of video formatting and network load balancing
Yeah.
and makes it completely unnoticed by the end user.
Which leaves you with this final thought to ponder. In a future where everyone has three screens on them at all times, will the ultimate bottleneck be our internet connections? Or simply our hardware's ability to seamlessly translate one video into infinite formats?